The defining feature of the open wardrobe from Woodsmith 282 is the long curved uprights that define the outside. You know, to me they look a little bit like the support towers on a big suspension bridge. The tricky part though is because these are pretty long pieces, they curve and taper as they go from the bottom to the top. So the layout here is pretty tricky. Now in the article I talked about having two options. You could create a template out of, you know, like some thin MDF or hardboard and use that to shape all four parts. My recommendation though is to use one of the actual upright pieces. Do all your layout work on this piece, cut it to size, get it to the shape that you want, and now you can use that as the template to shape the other three pieces that you'll need. And the way to do that layout is actually pretty simple, and you only need a few tools. I have a tape measure, a couple of squares here, and some clamps. And then I'll show you how we're gonna make those smooth curves. First though, we're gonna do some layout. What I wanna do is to mark where the curve ends. That's at 43 and 11/16. So I'm gonna make a mark here. Then down at the bottom of the upright at 2 and 5/16 is the final width of the leg portion of the upright. Way up at the top, we're at 1 3/4 inches. And then right here at that 43 mark, this section is going to remain flat, so the curve on the inside starts here, and that number is 2 1/4. So I'll just set my square for 2 1/4. And make a mark there. With these coordinates plotted on our workpiece, we can now begin the curve portion. What I want to do first is lay out this inner curve where the flat ends and goes to the inside edge at the foot of it. To do that, I'm going to use a long strip of 1/4 inch hardboard that I have here, and this is plenty floppy enough to be able to lay out the curve that we need. I'm going to clamp the strip right on that 43 and 11/16 mark here. Down at the other end, I'm going to place a clamp that traps the strip right at that layout mark. All right, so now I have basically a straight line connecting it, and I want more of a pleasing curve. To do that, I'm just going to flex that strip to something that kind of looks right. This is really where you need to be a little bit flexible on what this is going to end up looking like. Once you find a curve that you like the look of here, you can just hold the strip in place with one hand and then just mark the line. So there's the inside part of our curve. Now we want to mark the outer curve, and then we have our coordinate marks here. So I can take my clamp. What I'm going to do is take these two clamps and put them just inside of where that coordinate mark is. That represents about the thickness of my strip of hardboard here. And I'll do the same thing down here. So now when I set that in place, I can flex the strip and it touches at the top, this middle one, and then down here at the bottom. Again, once I find a curve that looks good and is parallel and matches the existing one that I've drawn, then I can hold it in place again and then mark the line, this time on this side of that mark. There we go. So we have the curved shape of our upright as it transitions from the wide end at the foot up to the top here. I'm a little off that line there, But to be honest, once everything's all assembled and I have this cut to shape, nobody's going to really know. So if you won't tell, neither will I. What I can do now is use these as a guide to head over to the bandsaw, slice this to its finished size, clean it up with some spoke shaves, files and rasps, and some sandpaper, and I'm ready to keep moving on with this project. Don't let big, huge curved parts scare you. The layout can be done really easy with some simple measuring tools and a long strip of hardboard.